The Minnesota Vikings find themselves asking the exact same question that they were asking just last offseason. What are we going to do at the quarterback position, right? Last year, we didn't know what was going to happen with the Kirk Cousins situation until we figured out that, oh, yeah, he's going to find or going to go sign with the Atlanta Falcons. So that means we have to sign somebody else in free agency. That person ultimately led to Sam Darnold being signed on a one-year deal, leading us to a 14-3 season. But that didn't stop Minnesota from making another selection. They drafted JJ McCarthy with the 10th overall pick in that 2024 NFL draft, with us knowing, or with even them knowing, that JJ McCarthy is potentially, or should be, and will be the future of the Minnesota Vikings. Fast forward, here we are, the offseason, waiting to get back to football, waiting to get back to the 2025 NFL season. And there's still a lot of question marks surrounding the quarterback position. Is it really the JJ McCarthy era? There's some intriguing options. We've talked about Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson has entered the chat a little bit, not as much as he did just a year ago. You also have to look at Ryan Tannehill, Joe Flacco. I believe there was one other name that I can't think of off the top of my head, but there's a lot of options that Minnesota has to pick from. We ultimately decided not to re-sign Sam Darnold, so he walked away, which led us all to believe that it's the JJ McCarthy era. But apparently a decision has been made, or hasn't been made. And I think we already kind of knew that it wasn't going to be announced yet. I think we all kind of assume it's going to be the case, but we're not 100% sure. But JJ McCarthy, is it really his era? Is it his time? Let's talk about it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partners at Green Gridiron. If you want one of these mini helmets, hit that link in the comment section that I have pinned below. Also, use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a small discount on your purchase. They have NFL helmets, college helmets, fully customizable ones. They also have the big size replica helmets of your favorite teams as well. So if that's something that intrigues you, that's something that you would like, maybe you want to buy a gift for somebody, or whatever the case may be, Green Gridiron is the place for you to show your fandom and support to the channel. You can use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a small discount on your purchase. So make sure to do that. And also, if they have a current deal going on, you can actually stack the promo code to receive even more off of that final purchase. So let's get right into it. JJ McCarthy apparently hasn't been named the starter yet. Well, last week when reports broke that the Minnesota Vikings were not expected to pursue veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers, the immediate response around the football world was that the reports directly passed second-year JJ McCarthy as the Vikings quarterback one. However, per JJ McCarthy himself, that actually hasn't been the case as of yet. During a recent interview with Kay Adams on her Up and Adams show Tuesday morning, McCarthy admitted that the Minnesota Vikings haven't actually told him to his face that he's now the starting quarterback. And per McCarthy, that's actually how he wants it to be. Here's what he said. They haven't told me. I'm happy they didn't because I try to earn it every single day, and I never want it to be given to me. It's such a privilege and opportunity to give me that chance, and I'm going to make the most of it every single day. Now, overall, this is the right mindset you'd like to hear from your young first-round quarterback. He knows he missed a year of NFL experience, and expectations will surely be high for the Vikings this upcoming season, coming off a 14-3 campaign. JJ McCarthy knows if he wants to lead the team to another shot at the NFC North crown in 2025, he'll have to hit the ground running as best as possible when off-season workouts and practices arrive in the coming months. So let's break it down. No Sam Darnold. So that means we have JJ McCarthy and Brett Rippon on our roster at the quarterback position. Brett Rippon is not a number 2 in any system. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. I haven't seen enough from him. I don't think he's good enough to be a number 2. He's a great practice squad guy. He's a great team guy, I'm sure, but he's not. So we still have to look for another quarterback. And I believe that's pretty simple, or pretty, how do you want to say it? I think that's the reason Minnesota hasn't sat JJ McCarthy down, looked him in his eyes and said, you're the starter. Because they don't know what situation is going to arise. They don't know what other quarterback is going to fall into their laps. Are they going to hold out for an Aaron Rodgers? Are they going to sign Ryan Tannehill? Are they going to sign Joe Flacco? And if they do one of those moves, what does that mean going forward? If you sign Aaron Rodgers, he's probably the starter. I'm talking Rodgers. If you sign Russell Wilson, probably the starter, but I think you have a little bit more of a quarterback battle where JJ McCarthy could win over that starting job. Now, if it's Joe Flacco, you give it to JJ McCarthy. If things don't work out a couple games, you put in Joe Flacco for the rest of the season or something like that. Same with Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's missed a whole year of NFL football just like JJ McCarthy did, but JJ McCarthy's never played NFL football. So the situations, you could say situations are situational. We don't really know what's going to happen, and Minnesota's not going to sit down and tell JJ McCarthy he's the number one quarterback. They expect him to believe that he is. They're not saying anything because JJ McCarthy has to be the one wanting and knowing. He has to sit down and think, this is my team. I'm quarterback one, and nothing else matters. As of right now, JJ McCarthy is quarterback one. It all depends on what the Vikings do in the coming days, in the coming months, or the coming weeks, and in the coming months. We still have the NFL draft coming up. Minnesota's not taking a quarterback. Okay, you can cross that off your list. It's just not going to happen. Somebody's going to get signed, and I'm not sure who, but we'll see what Minnesota has up their sleeve. But right now, as of right now, JJ McCarthy has not been named quarterback one, and I'm okay with it. I think that's great. I think JJ McCarthy it's kind of like a chip on his shoulder, but not really. Now he knows he has to try and earn it. He's going to earn it. I believe that's what he's going to do. It's going to be officially the JJ McCarthy era, and that's what we're in currently right now. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit up our affiliate partners, Green Gridiron. That link is in the comment section. It's also in the description. Use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN. And real quick, if you want one of these signs, the link for that is in the description. I believe it's like Whitebeard signs or something like that. And use the promo code VS30, I want to say, for $30 off your purchase. Have a great rest of the night, folks. And Skull Vikes.